President Trump's administration experienced a significant shift in its tariff strategy on Friday, marked by a temporary halt to a key component targeting low-value packages from China, yet simultaneously foreshadowing the imposition of new duties on a wider range of countries the following week. The planned implementation of tariffs on shipments from China valued under $800, effectively ending the long-standing duty-free status for low-cost packages, has been temporarily suspended. This postponement, announced at the White House, aims to provide federal agencies with additional time to adequately prepare for the logistical and administrative changes required to implement the new tariff structure. However, the president's announcement contained a counterpoint: the imminent unveiling of reciprocal tariffs on an unspecified number of countries next week. The president offered no specifics regarding the nature or extent of these new tariffs, nor did he identify the countries slated to be affected. This lack of transparency adds to the ongoing uncertainty surrounding the administration's trade policies. In a brief remark to reporters during a bilateral meeting with Japanese Prime Minister, Trump simply stated his intention to announce reciprocal trade so that we're treated evenly with other countries. We don't want any more, any less. This statement, while asserting a principle of fairness in international trade, offers little concrete information about the upcoming tariff measures. The temporary suspension of the low-value package tariff follows a brief but impactful interruption earlier in the week. On Tuesday, the United States Postal Service temporarily halted all incoming packages from China and, directly resulting from President Trump's termination of the Minimis provision. This provision had previously allowed low-value packages from China to enter the U.S. duty-free, providing a significant advantage to Chinese e-commerce giants like and. The suspension of this provision, which lasted approximately 12 hours, caused considerable disruption before the Postal Service resumed operations on Wednesday. An executive order signed by the president stipulated that the Minimis provision would remain in effect until adequate systems are in place to fully and expediently process and collect tariff revenue. This suggests a recognition of the significant logistical challenges involved in implementing the new tariff regime on a massive scale. The president's decision to eliminate the duty-free provision is framed within his broader tariff strategy against China, ostensibly in response to what he characterizes as the illegal drug trade originating from the country. Further complicating the situation, a 10% tariff on all Chinese imports, already implemented earlier this week, adds to the escalating trade tensions. The introduction of any new tariffs will only serve to exacerbate the existing confusion and uncertainty within the global trade landscape, a consequence directly attributable to the Trump administration's unpredictable trade policies since its inception. Previous instances of planned tariffs, such as the proposed 25% tariffs against Mexico and Canada, initially scheduled for February 1st, were eventually suspended following negotiations with respective national leaders. While temporarily averted, these tariffs remain a looming threat, currently slated to take effect on March 1st. The ongoing uncertainty underscores the volatile and unpredictable nature of the current global trade environment, heavily influenced by the fluctuating policies emanating from the Trump administration. This situation highlights the urgent need for greater clarity and consistency in U.S. trade policy to foster stability and predictability for businesses and international partners. The ongoing saga continues to generate significant concern among businesses and policymakers globally. The lack of transparency and the frequently shifting nature of the president's pronouncements further complicate attempts to accurately assess and prepare for the potential ramifications of these ongoing trade disputes. The abrupt changes and vague pronouncements create an atmosphere of uncertainty that undermines efforts towards stable and predictable global trade relations. This consistent unpredictability has far-reaching consequences, affecting supply chains, consumer prices, and the overall global economy. The implications extend beyond immediate economic considerations, impacting diplomatic relations and international collaborations.